Hey there guys, happy Thursday, November 16th, 8:20 p.m. Hope you're doing well. On just for a few minutes, I'm gonna do some sketching. Tonight I'm actually sketching on black paper, and I think I'm gonna use, I'm not sure, maybe we'll start off with a colored pencil, maybe some Posca paint, I'm not sure. But yeah, let's just do a quick sketch. A great day. Hopefully, let's see. It looks like you can see the white on screen. Cool. All right, awesome. Hope you're doing great, everybody. So I'm sketching a scene here inspired by New York City. I'll see if I can put the image on screen. Go to my little camera photo album here. Let's see. I'm gonna drag it on screen. You can kind of see what's inspiring. There it is. That's huge. Let's make it smaller. So this is a picture I took when I was in the city a couple weeks ago. Kind of looking up at some buildings. I zoomed in, and this is actually this here is part of the theater where Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, or the show, is playing. This is the roof of the building, and there's a, oh my gosh, what's this thing called from Harry Potter? I forget what it's called. Widget, not a widget. Anybody knows Harry Potter, let me know. Oh my gosh. They play that game with it. Anyway, that's what this thing is on top of the roof. It's a big giant kind of statue promoting the show. Drawing a blank. Apologize to my Harry Potter peeps out there. I don't know why the word widget's coming to my mind. Snick it. Snitch it. Snick it. Snitch. Golden snitch. I think it's a snitch. But anyway, this isn't a Harry Potter show. Although I do like the movies I've seen. I haven't seen them all. So there you go. So that's kind of what I'm working off of tonight, just as some inspiration. And I thought it'd be fun to sketch on black paper and using white to mix things up, right? Usually it's the opposite. You know, usually it's white paper with black ink is how I normally go. But I got this paper at a big box store, art store. And I thought it'd be kind of cool just to mess around and play with it and sketch on it. So it's not really thick, 65 pounds, so it's not going to hold, I don't think, water or anything too well. But let's have some fun with some white colored pencil. Maybe we'll break out some Posca paint and... Actually, you know what, instead of talking about it, let's just do it. What the heck. So let me know if you're out there watching, where you're watching from. Your comments in the chat would be awesome to see who's out there. By the way, here's a pro tip. So I really haven't used the Posca paint pens too much, but I did kind of learn the hard way that when you shake it, you probably want to keep the cap on. I'm just saying, there is some splatter on the walls in here. So I'm just going to mix it up and play around with it. Like I said, I haven't used them too much. I use this kind of as a scrap paper here and kind of push the point down a little bit to get it going. There you go. So let's just kind of outline some of these lines here and see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just gonna make the image a little bit bigger. Really cool. Hey, D-Ray is in the house. D-Ray, what's going on? So awesome to see you. I hope all's well. It's always great to see D-Ray. One of the things I really love in New York City, I'll zoom in if you look on screen. I love these marquee signs for theaters. So I've been starting to take more photos of them. This one's really cool. These old signs. Yeah, let's just sketch some white on here. Bring some of this. There you go. Oh my gosh, you could really see it popping now with the paint marker. Oof. Everything's rolling downhill. There we go. All right. Which is, I guess, where things would normally roll down. Let's see. The only thing with this is I have to be careful not to run my palm over it, otherwise I'm going to have a nice white palm going on. And the last time I had anything that had to do with color on my palm was red. And that's because I had my palm red. That was a bad palm. Oh my gosh. Here you go. Kind of tired, as you probably hear in my voice. It's been a good week, but a long week. I'm kind of feeling it in my voice here. Yeah, let's just use this paint marker. We'll maybe just indicate some kind of windows happening in here, some horizontal bands on this perspective scene. So it's kind of one of the cool things about mixing it up and doing black paper with white is it kind of messes with your brain a little bit. It's kind of making me think in different creative ways, and that's a good thing. Sometimes we just need to stimulate our creative brains, right, and mix things up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. So we have some windows going on over here, and it's going to start sketching a little faster because I'm thinking too much about it. My goal is never to duplicate a photograph exactly, it's just to have fun and riff off of it. Kind of put a line down here. We have the snitch thingy here. Kind of has these wings going on. I hope I'm saying it right. I think it's a golden snitch. I can definitely find out the answer to that. We kind of have that thing on the roof. What else could we do these markers? Let's just have fun and let's create some windows in here. I'm trying to hold the paint pen really loose. Keep the lines a little lighter and sketchier. I'm actually going to color this, shade this side in. Just kind of do this with it. D-Ray has given me permission to sketch away. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. I definitely don't want to put my hand over the white paint. We have some. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to just throw this down here. And I'm just going to throw some of these letters in the sign. Letters is something I definitely need to work on in my sketches. here. T. Looks like there's an A. Oops. There we go. We got a C happening. Looks like a Pac-Man, so I made a Pac-Man C. Alright, so we got some letters, we got some text going on there. Pretty cool. We also got some white paint on my hand. So you guys remember that saying I always used to say? It's not art unless what? Unless you wear it. So there we go. We got some art. We got some art officially happening. Because we're wearing it. How do I want to do this? What I want to do, I'm actually just going to... I'm not going to color the letters in white. I'm going to do kind of around it. This could backfire. And again, so I'm just having fun playing around. I just need to do something creative today. It's been a long day. So sketching is kind of therapeutic for me. Takes my brain and creativity to different places. And that's one of the things I love about it. I can transport myself to different places just through sketching. Actually kind of worked out. I like keeping the letters black. What else do I want to do? I feel like I'm being a little too fussy. Part of the issue is there's a pretty big tip on here, so I'm going to do some fine lines, so I'm going to just kind of quickly do this. Create some texture in the background there. Got some kind of scribbly things happening in here. Yeah, this is looking fun. I love New York City this time of year with the holidays and decorations are starting to go up. It's really transforming to a cool, magical place. So some kind of structure up here, these railings maybe. Boom. We also have cables kind of on the sign that are kind of going back. There's bracing back here. Some cables that are kind of doing something like this. Awesome. So that's the Posca paint pen, just playing around with that a little bit. Let's break out a white colored pencil. I also have a white gel pen. Sometimes these work great, sometimes they don't. This actually looks like it's empty. So there's really no, I can't use this, there's no stuff in there. So let's switch out. I also have this too. I have a white art crayon. Kira says the width of the marker is cumbersome a little. Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit cumbersome. It's great for creating big blocky shapes, but if you want to do smaller detail lines, it's a little tricky. So good point. Glad to share your therapeutic time with me. Thank you. Yeah, sketching is kind of my therapy. It's fun. It's fun. Let's see what else do I want to add on here. I don't know. So I'm gonna literally turn off the picture, and I'm just gonna kind of just draw things, sketch things now without looking at anything. So if I zoom in, you can see the white colored pencil. It's looking more kind of grayish on here, which is interesting. And let's play around with this art crayon as well and see what happens. This is kind of cool. It has a retractable thingy. What I like about the art crayon is it really glides so smooth on the paper. Right? It's just a kind of a waxy substance on here. I'm lightly dragging it over here. I want some of the black to show through. And I'm just really coloring this shape here because if I zoom out, I just want to kind of pull this shape out so it's a little separate from the other shapes going on back here. And it's tricky to do just using black paper and these different white tools I have. I think whiteout would be cool. If I had some whiteout, I could use that. Yeah, this stuff glides on. It's awesome. I can even rub it with my fingers and smooth it in a little bit. So that's the white art crayon. I wish the gel pen was working. It's not. So that's kind of what it's looking like. I think I want to pull some of these shapes closer, so I'm going to darken some of the edges. I want to give a little more depth to it. So for example, this is kind of in the foreground down here, so let's just really pop it out a little bit. I'm going to intentionally, oops, be careful, let me do this, there we go. Intentionally thicken this up in here. So it just really kind of pulled that shape a little bit forward. Let's thicken up the snitch here a little bit as well. Hey, we can make it snow here. This is actually cool. So let's make it like it's snowing on in our scene. So I'm just gonna take the Posca pen and literally just kind of dab it. Just kind of dab it down. So got some snow happening. If I was adventurous, or if I had my Shamu Splash Zone, not parka, what do you call those things you wear when it's raining? I had that thing on and I wouldn't worry about getting all splatter all over me. Poncho, right? I had my Shamu Splash Zone poncho. That's tough to say. There we go. Let's create a little bit of maybe snow or something falling in the scene. Or they could be stars in the night sky, however you want to view it. And I do want to pull this out a little bit more as well. Let me see if I can splatter. Yeah, I can splatter if I do this a little bit. Cool, there we go. Got a little bit of snow happening. I'm seeing snow, but it could be stars. There's kind of a quick, just little perspective scene. Hey, Becky's in the house. Becky, good to see you. Hope all's well. Viewer says, looking good. She says, hi, Becky Bailey. Becky, it's great to see you. It's been a long time. All right, guys. So that was a quick little play with black paper, white marker, and I'm gonna wrap up with going back to Normalville sketching. White paper, and we'll put some black ink on it. Yeah, this is fun. I might come back to it and just mess around and do other things, but we'll let it dry. Put it off to the side. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna try to redraw, or use the same inspo pick and draw it using a Sharpie. Stop rolling. There we go. Everything's rolling towards my paper. And guys, I know it's a little bit early. I love Thanksgiving. It is my favorite holiday. But I'm kind of in the mood for some holiday music, so bear with me. Put on some holiday playlist here. Cool. All right. Again, let's just sketch this quick. So I'm using 4x8 sheet of paper. This is the right here, Fabriano 1264 paper. Love this paper. Love the texture on it. Love it for adding watercolors, mixed media, or just using black ink on it. All right, cool. Just got some horizontals in here for maybe some rows of windows happening. Get some verticals going. Windows. This is that big marquee we just talked about. On the other sketch, we're going to do our windows here. Let me skip through some of these songs. That's Uh-oh, somehow we got to Coco me. Oh no. Well, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. What movie is this? This is Encanto. All right, we're gonna go with it. Here's that golden snitch here in this scene, on top of the building. We have it kind of happening here. Cool. Now let's just color in some windows. Do some quick hatching to indicate we have windows going on in the background. Boom. Just kind of scribbling these in here. This is some kind of cool antenna thing on the roof. Got some metal steel up here, kind of crisscrossing. There's some crisscrosses going on. Got some kind of railings up top. Boom. This is that marquee. Let's just draw in some of the lettering. Actually, I want to be real quick and loose with the lettering here. Alright, cool. So there's the marquee. I'm going to pull out a thicker Sharpie. We're going to kind of pull some of this out a little bit more. Let's go back to, I don't know what you guys are hearing holiday music. I was hearing Disney music. I think we're having a sound tech issue. What the heck? I'm going to push another button here. Let's see if this works. Try it again. Gotta love it. Makes things fun. Alright, cool. Alright, we got the big Sharpie out. Let's pull this marquee. It's kind of in the foreground. So we're just going to loosely just go around the outline here. Notice I'm not trying to create a beautiful rectangle. So I'm just pulling this edge out. I want to pull this edge out a little bit here as well. So you can kind of see what's happening. Pulling some shapes out with the Sharpie, the larger Sharpie. We also have this Sharpie, love this pen, Sharpie roller pen. Really cool. And I'm going to pull out some of these shapes a little bit darker as well, but not as thick as the Sharpie. Just to create some definition on here. It's really flat. Part of me wants to throw down some color on this. I haven't thrown color down in a while. So why don't we do that? Let's break out some color, guys. Got some watercolor right here. Let's just go for it. Alright, we got some watercolors. Pop those open. I got a brush. I have some dirty water. Life is good. Let's see how dirty the water is. It's pretty dirty. I haven't used it in a while. It looks like there's stuff in the bottom of the water. Cool. Alright, let's just throw some color and have some fun. By the way, you can see this is how this is drying. I kind of like this. I feel like I could do a little bit more with it. Just tighten it up. I know I like to do loose style, but there are some things I would tighten up on here. Ta-da! Alright. Hey, Linda H is in the house. Linda H, hope you're doing well. I do need a paper towel. I got a napkin, that's fine. Alright, we're throwing down color, guys. No plan, no rhyme, no reason. Just gonna go with colors I like. I do want to prop this up at an angle. So let's just take this lid. Perfect. Let's throw down some turquoise. Maybe we'll make a rusty color. We'll do kind of a grungy vibe on here. Let's just throw down some blue. We're going to get some bleeding from the Sharpie roller pen, because I don't think that's permanent like regular Sharpie. Cool, so we'll just throw down some kind of blue. We're going to grunge it up a little bit by throwing some orange in. So I'm just trying to create maybe a rusty kind of patina look on this building. Let me zoom in so you guys can see that better. There we go. So I'm literally just digging into the orange in my paint palette, loading it up. Just throw some on here. This will dry really cool. Awesome. I want to bring some freshness, some brightness, so I love using this lemon yellow color. So I'm going to grab some lemon yellow. Really throwing it on there kind of thick. And let's see. I really want to pop that yellow. Let's pop some down in here. Kind of on that shape. Let's see if I can zoom up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So yeah, I'm throwing down some yellow here. Awesome. Loving it, loving it. I'm just going to grab some more turquoise and just throw that on a little thicker. You can see there, it's really going on thick. Let's grab some blue. I'm not really sure what color blue this is. Maybe ultramarine. I'm not really good at knowing my paint names. Kind of just go with what I like to see and how it makes me feel. I'll zoom out, you can kind of see, just throwing out colors is kind of fun, because it's popping out different shapes, and that's what I love doing. So cool. I was holding my breath for you when doing the lettering. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, lettering I need to practice. I don't care that it's kind of wonky. It's fun for me. But it's something I will be working on. Get it definitely a little more cleaner. But I'm never going to make it exact. Unless it was a technical drawing. Running out of orange, but we're going to load up some thick orange. Cool. All good here, just waiting for the weekend. Yeah, me too. Love when the dirty water comes out. Thanks, Becky. Yeah, I love that. I got a grunge. I'm gonna start doing some more industrial, grungy scenes. I haven't done them in a while. I'm just kind of holding this up here. Let's see. I like the way it's drying. Zoomed in, that's better. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll zoom back in. Yeah, you can see it. There you go. Awesome colors. Hey, thanks. Yeah. I'm trying not to use more than those colors you see on here. So I'm kind of dipping back into them and just layering some on top. I don't want to get too cray-cray. I do think I'm going to throw some of that yellow on the sign here and make those letters pop a little bit. So I'm going to go back to that kind of lemon yellow color. And I'm going to layer it on really thick. Boom. Lemon yellow. Why do I like this lemon? It adds, think about adding lemon to stuff. It adds some zest, right? A little bit of brightness. So that's what I want to do, just pop in some brightness. And I'm just going to go around these letters I kind of blocked out. I'm not being too careful. Just throw on some of that lemon. I'm really layering it on. Less water, more paint, because I want it to be thicker. Right, so by doing that, you can kind of see how the letters are popping out. I'm actually really liking this. I'm liking the really, really loose vibe of it. For me, every single sketch I do, whether it has color or not, goes through an ugly duckling phase where I'm sketching, and I hate this. I don't like where it's going. But I keep pushing, keep plugging away, and there's that turning point where for me, it just comes together, and I really like it, or it starts to make sense to me. So if you ever feel like that and you're working on something, don't give up on it too quickly. You might be getting near that point of transformation. Does it always happen? No. But for me, it happens more often than not. I often talk about Bob Ross, and whenever I watch Bob Ross paint, his paintings have that moment for me where they go from okay to wow. They have a popping point, right? If you've watched that, you probably know what I'm talking about. And you just never know when that's going to happen, and when it does, it's really, really magical. I love the way this is drying. Let's zoom in. Yeah, so I'm loving this. I'm loving the hard edges that are happening in here. Really cool. I'm intentionally going to leave a lot of white in here. This I want to work on. I'm not too cray-cray about this yet. We'll see what happens. But I like where it's headed. Do I want to... maybe I'll mix up some gray. I'm going to mix up some gray, and to do that, I like to make my own gray, so I'm going to take some water. I love working in messy paint palettes. This is cool to me. Let's just grab some brown. Here, so I'm going to throw down brown. And then I'm going to grab some blue. I'm not even cleaning my brush off. I'm a sloppy painter with watercolors. I contaminate colors with other colors. And that's okay. It works for me. I know there are some people that watercolor and they can't let their colors mix here. But I'm often just in a moment, kind of going quick and not thinking about it. Alright, cool. So you can see I'm mixing up like a gray color. So why am I doing that? I think I'm going to use some gray to block out some of the windows. Maybe back in here. And I'll do some over here as well, just to kind of tie it together a little bit. So that's just brown and some of that blue. I like to mix gray because gray is really a lot of colors. It's not one. You can have a gray that's kind of reddish, one that has a blue or brownish. It depends what colors you want to mix. So I'm using kind of a bluish tint here, just because I have the blue at the bottom here. So I'm using more of a blue-gray here for the windows, just to kind of tie the blue together a little bit. Is it going to be perfect? No. And that's cool. That's fine. This isn't about perfection. It's about playing. This is for me. I love this song. This is a fun one. I do want to pull out, there's kind of metal structure here. I kind of pulled out. I'm going to try something. I could grab ink, sepia ink and stuff, but I'm actually going to just take thick brown watercolor. I'm going to try to draw or sketch some of the kind of grid work here of metal with the brown, sketching it. There we go. I actually kind of like it. I think it pulled this grid work out a little bit in front of the building behind it. Got some brown on there. This is turned out to be a fun piece. Very cool. I don't want to get too fussy. Maybe I'm past that point. Yeah, I think I'm done with color on this. When it dries, I'm going to come back with some black ink and pull out some details. I think there's enough color. I don't know if I'm going to color the snitch in here or not, or just leave it white. For now, we'll just leave it white. Cool. Hey, let me know if you guys have any final questions or comments or thoughts before I wrap up in a minute or two. Cool piece. A bit here, maybe you can see it. Let's see. I think you can see it okay. It's off camera a little bit. If I do that, you can see the whole thing. We'll zoom in. Awesome. drying and the magic begins. That's right, D-Ray. Awesome colors, Linda says. Thank you. Yeah, fun palette. It does need it needs a pop of orange, some stronger orange on it. So we're gonna throw down a fairly dry brush and I'm gonna load it up with orange watercolors. I'm really putting on thick. You can probably see it there, right? Maybe. See it. But it's really thick, and I really want some orange pop in here. I like the orange against the yellow. I don't know if this is holiday music, but it's cool. Oh, it's called Santa is in a Hurry. Santa in a Hurry. Okay. I like it. Alright, cool. I love that pop of orange. What do you guys think? So I have a pop of orange. You can put some more orange here as well. Just tying things a little bit visually, kind of bringing your eye here up through the orange. Kind of like this kind of dull color here on this piece. I want it to kind of feel like it's back in the background. When I come back with some ink, I'm going to pop this sign out a little bit more, darken the edges. I really love the brown here and this kind of metal structure. I feel like it's really taking on that industrial kind of vibe I was going for. I do want a little bit stronger turquoise in here somewhere. Should I paint? Should I make this snitch sculpture on the roof? I wonder if I should just do that bright pop of turquoise right here. Let me know in the comments. Do you think I should do this? Just a pop of turquoise on this golden snitch sculpture. I'm curious to know what you think. I'm checking out the palette here. I'm kind of cray-cray. I just love looking at palettes. And the way colors are mixed and the way they've dried. It's like happy elf music. Right? It's pretty cool. Hey, Araset's here. Great to see you. How are you? It's great to see you in the house. Hey, Dira, you're welcome. Thank you, Jason, for your share this evening. Hey, thank you so much. Of course. I don't know. I'm debating. I don't know if I should pop this snitch out with turquoise. Or I didn't bring the I will bring some pink on here. So a handy dandy pink here, so we'll throw some pink somewhere. Actually this one's sharp. So throw down some pink, I guess. I don't want to do the snitch pink. I think that's gonna be too much. Arisa, I hope you're doing well. All is good here. Alright, you know what guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna load this up with just going for straight turquoise right out of the pan here. Although it got some other blue in it. Let's throw this on a little dab of water. Alright, we're gonna do it. Let it a little bit more just so it paint runs a little. And I'm gonna pull out some of these lines so it'll look like wings here, like snitch wings, which kind of look like angel wings, and it'll look more sculpture-y. So I like the pop on it now. I really do. And I'm just gonna touch it a little bit darker here, turquoise, just to kind of bring balance this out. I'm always looking at diagonals or opposites. So if I have some here, I'll tend to put some here as well to tie things together. Here we have the yellow, here we have the yellow, kind of tying things together. Blue is not really tied together anywhere, although I did use the blue in the shadows for the windows. I might do them a little bit, add some more. Actually, yeah, I know what I'm going to do with the blue. I'm going to pop some more of that blue on. I'm actually just going to literally load up the brush, and I'm going to sketch with this blue paint. Right. And I just want to kind of pull out some shadowy things here. It might be cool. Yeah, see, I don't want to get too crazy. I might just leave that, actually. I'm listening to my gut, and my gut saying, all right, pull back, young man. I love how my gut says young man. That's a good gut. So if it's saying pull back, young man, I'll pull back. Although I am going to just darken some of these windows a little bit. There we go. Just some of that. Kind of run that blue down here a little bit here. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to throw a pop of that over here. Alright. I think it's time to put the brush down, guys. I'm going to do it. Brush is down. I love this pop of bright yellow. Yeah, go to the turquoise. Thank you. I'm liking the turquoise there. I'm liking it against the yellow. The building at R looks like it has a pink hue to it. Oh, over here. Interesting. Yeah, so this is actually orange. Really light orange. But let's zoom in. I can see what you're saying, right? You can kind of see it close up. Good catch. I got a smiley face. You guys are awesome. I like the color tying together. Thank you so much. I always appreciate your comment, guys, your feedback. I hope you're liking this. Let me zoom, pan around. You can see it close, how it's drying. Is it loose? Yep. Is it wonky? Absolutely. Does that make me smile? Totally. I love loose, wonky drawings, especially when I'm trying to capture New York City. I feel like loose wonkiness captures the vibe of the city. It's an energetic city. It's a crazy place. It does have its pockets of calmness in the parts. It just has this real fun vibe about it, and that's why I like to sketch and capture it the way I do. I hope you guys enjoy it. Right, you can kind of see the grid here, metal work on the brown. Put the top on this water so I don't spill it, because I will spill it. Times 9, 10. All right. Pan up so you can kind of see this area a little bit bigger. And I just wanted to throw a pop of detail, so I took that orange and went, and I kind of brought some across here. I feel like when you're, if you're trying to just do like a watercolor wash, I feel like you have to color everything solid and perfect. Go outside lines. Let things show through so you can see different layers. One of the magical things about watercolors is the layers. Right? So don't hide it. I love drawings. I love that I can see through and I can see my crazy sketchy lines in them. That's how I kind of tell my stories. When you see my sketchy under sketches of ink showing through. See how my brain was thinking. It's thinking all over the place. And this is kind of documenting that. And that is really fun. It's almost like journaling. Alright, we gotta throw our pink on here to wrap up. So I got my pink pencil. I'll come back to that. Let's just see how this one dried. change my brain. So here's the black and white one. It's a fun piece. It's fun just to play around and add. Just to reverse things, right? Have the black paper instead of white. Just fun. And actually, let's zoom out even more and let's put these next to each other because this was all based on the same scene. Two very, very different sketches based on the same scene, two different vibes, right? So don't be afraid to be playful, try different materials, different colors, be loose, be wonky, or I should mix it up sometimes. Maybe I'll start doing some drawings that are more precise a little bit, just to get my brain thinking in different ways. Although that's what my architecture drawings are for, my designs, my blueprints. That's my technical side. This is my cray-cray side. All right, let's add some pink. Where am I going to do it? I need some, let's see. It's a holiday music. I'm going to find a peppier holiday song. Is this one? No. Actually, I'm going to click this button. It says Epic 2. All right, let's go with this song. All right, pink. All right, here's how I figure out where I want the pink. It's really weird. I have my pencil. You're gonna see me moving it around. It's gonna tell me where it wants to go. I know this sounds crazy. It's kind of how it works. I'm just going with my gut. Instead of planning, yeah, I need some here, I need a little bit, maybe some here. My hand's just gonna flow around, so it's already telling me I gotta do something. I wanna do something up here. I'll zoom in so you guys can see it closer, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna pop a little pink. I like to usually put it in 3 places, so the next spot I'm kind of pointing to is down here. My hand's doing like an arc like this. So it's saying to throw a little bit in here somewhere. And why pink? Pink is fun, it's whimsical. And that's pretty much why. It's just fun, whimsical, playful, a little unexpected. Yeah, alright, and I want to do it in 3 places. So our eyes kind of coming down this way. My hand keeps ending up down in here somewhere, so maybe I'm just going to put it here. This is where it wanted to go. Not going to fight it. Throw a little bit more up top. So there we go. So we got our pops of pink on there. I actually really love the pink in here. I just love the way, I love that pink against the yellow and the blue. Cool. Hey, let me know what you guys think of this one. Do you like this sketch? Is it too crazy for you? Is it fun? Does it have a cool vibe? Is it like, oh my god, I want to pull my hair out, what the heck is he thinking kind of vibe? I'm just curious what you guys think about it. I'll read some final comments and we're gonna wrap. Loose and wonky equals joyful and electric. Hey, I love the arrow set. I'm gonna add that to the chat. Cha-ching. There you go. Yeah, you just kind of summed it up right there. Summed up what I've been trying to say in many, many complicated words. This is unscripted, unrehearsed, off the cuff. I blabber, I stutter, I stammer. I'm just bringing me out there. And thank you for summing it up. I love that. That's cool. Yeah. The pencil tells me where to go, so I so get that and love it. Part of the muse flowing through. Yeah. That's a great way to put it, right? You know, the only planning really is I do like to just do it in 3 places. That I know. But ahead of time, I'm not planning where it's going until I do it. Until my hand tells me. So I'm glad you get that. It's kind of cool. Linda says, I like it a lot. Thank you, Linda. You're always so kind and polite. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Linda. I hope you're doing really well. Awesome. I love when you guys talk to each other. Got some. Hey, let me know. Can the YouTube people see the Facebook people, and can the Facebook people see the YouTube people in the chat? Curious. I hope so. It's for a more fun community. If you're on YouTube, I'd love for you guys to share this, like the video if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I need to get to like 3,000 watched hours so I can move up on the YouTube level and actually making maybe start making a little bit of money off of it. That's not what this is about, but that would be kind of fun. I think I have 80 hours. I need to get to 3,000 watched hours. That'll be fun. Can I do it? I don't know. We'll try. But thank you guys. I think that's going to be a wrap for me tonight. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining me. I know I'm random with my times. I kind of work best that way with this at night. So I always appreciate you guys watching it live or the replays. Always feel free to leave comments on replays because I sometimes try to go back and see what you guys wrote and respond. Happy Friday tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I'm sure I'll be popping on Saturday or Sunday at some point. Thank you guys. Keep paying it forward with positivity through creativity. And yeah, peace out. And live in an ink-spired life. Ooh, I just threw that in there. Is that a good way to end? I'm always trying to figure out how to end this thing. Besides fumbling, trying to hit the finish button. Live an ink-spired life. Maybe. We'll work on it. We'll work on the closing. All right, guys. Take care. Appreciate it. Feel free to share this out there so other people can have fun and not be afraid to try sketching architecture. If you can scribble, you can sketch architecture. Good night, guys. D-Ray, I'm glad you're on if you're still out there because I always love when you comment when I'm trying to fumble and hit the finish button. And I awkwardly wave at the camera. Good night, guys. See you.